Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Rami. I'm OneSub's co-founder and CEO, and I will be hosting the webinar today. When it comes to the use of meeting locations, financial advisors are unique. They are the profession that has the widest range of meeting location needs. If we compare them to other professions like healthcare professionals, lawyers, consultants, coaches, no other profession uses so many meeting locations. Why is that? It's because the value proposition of financial advisors is highly personal and trust building is key. So we wanted to know what happened when COVID erupted. What happened to the use of meetings by financial advisors? So we looked at 1 million meetings that were booked with financial advisors during January 2020 and June 2025. And what we looked at is the ratio of face-to-face meetings to virtual meetings. And we can see from the graph that when COVID erupted, this ratio declined dramatically and face-to-face meetings went down to only 12%. Only 12% of the meetings were face-to-face. Thereafter, it started increasing gradually, but it never went back to the same level as pre-COVID. There has been a shift. And this shift came both from the financial advisor side and from the client side. They both had to adjust. So financial advisors had to offer these meetings. They had to offer meetings that are on different platforms, different virtual conferencing platforms. And the customers, they had to also get used to that. But both did it pretty well. And today, the situation post-COVID is that the clients demand choice. They want to see that the financial advisor is offering multiple types of meetings, face-to-face and virtual and phone, and they want to be able to choose the one that is convenient for them. Same thing on the financial advisor side. There are cases where they want to mandate which meetings will be over the phone and which meetings will be face-to-face. So we are going to see all that, and we're going to see it in 5 advisor personas. We've analyzed all the data and we came up with 5 personas, and we will discuss each one of them now. So the first persona is the lifestyle conscious advisor. This is an advisor that primarily works from home. This advisor, you'll typically find them in a small advising firm. They are not the owner, they are an employee. And part of the deal with the firm is that they work partially from home. This advisor will want to work from home maybe 3 days a week and then drive to the office for the rest of the week. They will not have too many location meeting types. The important thing is that they will have virtual days and office days. So let's see this page in action. So this is the page, this is the booking page that the client will see when they will want to book with the financial advisor. This financial advisor is Henry Host, and we can see that the page offers 3 filters here: any location, online, and the office. So if we want to meet with Henry online, you can see that he is online on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. These are the days in which he works from home. If we pick this time, we can see that this meeting is going to be on GoToMeeting, WebEx, or Zoom. So that's the online meetings that are offered from home. The financial advisor drives to the office on 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. And if we want to book them in the office, this is the address of the office. So this is a very simple setup for the financial advisor who wants to have virtual days and office days. I will now show you how this setup is done in OneSub in the platform itself. So this is the advisor's view. So the advisors log in, they can see the homepage. The first thing they do when they want to configure the platform is they go to their profile. That's where everything starts. And the important thing to do first is to go to user integrations. Here they connect to their productivity suite, whether it's Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace. These are the 2 options today. And once they connect to the suite, they get connected to the calendar, they get connected to Microsoft Teams. This account doesn't have a license, but otherwise Microsoft Teams will be lit up here. And they also connect to Outlook so that the notifications to the guest can be sent from their personal email address. This is a much better experience for the guest. Of course, if they don't want it, they can turn it off. So that's the connection to the suite that they should establish first. Then they can connect to additional video conferencing platforms, to Zoom, to GoToMeeting, and to WebEx. So they give their clients more choice. So once these basic user integrations are in place, the next step is to configure the availability. So we will go to scheduled meeting availability. So this availability is on the profile, and then they can use it in different booking calendars. And you can see that we have days here and there are blocks of time. Some days have multiple blocks of time. And for each block of time, we can set the location, whether it's video conference, whether it's phone, or whether it is an in-person meeting in a specific address. So we are the only scheduling vendor with the true multi-location availability. If you look at other scheduling vendors, they just have blocks of time, and the location is something different. It's not connected to the availability. With OneSub, connection and availability go hand in hand, they are connected. So you define this on the profile level, and then because everything is already defined, when you need to create a booking page, it's a very easy process. So this is the Lifestyle Advisors booking page. And you can see here there is a host and co-host. It's a Henry host. Availability and location is retrieved from the user profile. You can also customize it specifically, but in this case, we're retrieving it from the profile. There is the booking form where you define which questions you want to collect from the user. There's the notifications, and you can set which notifications will be sent to guests. And the designer of the page, this is a WYSIWYG designer. You can design it to exactly match your brand. So that's it. Very simple setup. Let's move on to the next advisor persona. The next advisor persona is the multi-location advisor. So this is an advisor that typically works in a bank or a credit union, and the bank has multiple branches. And for efficiency purposes, the bank doesn't want to designate the advisor just to one branch. So the advisor needs to move between branches. You can have a case where the branches are really close, so the advisor can have the same availability in both locations and just walk to each location. And you can have a case where the branches are in different parts of the city, like this case, where there is an east side office and a west side office. And then the advisor will drive to different offices on different days, because it doesn't make sense within the day to move from office to office. It's too far. So let's see this page in action now. And here is the page. And we can see here there are two options to select from, because this is the most important thing we want the client to do first, to select which location they want, because they'll have to decide if they're on the east side or the west side of the city. So if they select the east office, this is the booking for the east office. You can see the address, and you can see that this is available during Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the west office is available during Tuesday and Thursday. So let's see how this setup was done. So looking back at the user side, this setup was done with a booking hub. What is a booking hub? A booking hub combines multiple booking calendars into one interface for the client. So this is the booking hub, the multi-location advisor, and we can see the same two options, the east office and the west office. These are booking calendars. Each one of these is a booking calendar. The advantage of building it with booking calendars is that each booking calendar can have completely different settings. So they're independent. So it's not just about the location and availability, but it is about every setting on the page. It can be the buffer, it can be the lead time, it can be the notifications to the guest. Everything is controllable at the booking calendar level. So it provides the ultimate flexibility in setup. If you want to add more booking calendars, you can just select from the booking calendars in your account. So that's a booking hub. In addition to adding the booking calendars and describing them, you have the page designer, which is similar to the page designer in the booking calendar. It's a WYSIWYG designer, and that's it. You define the booking hub. It's that simple. Let's move on to the third advisor persona. This is the solopreneur advisor. So the solopreneur advisor is an advisor in the early stages of their career. They want to go independent. They want to build a business. They don't have an office yet. And the most important thing for them is to acquire as many clients as possible. So the meeting types that they offer are actually location types, because it's important to them to cater to all types of meeting locations and clients in order to expand coverage and grow their business. So you will find that they have video meetings and phone meetings and meetings in coffee shops and even golf meetings and even driving to the customer. So let's look at this page in action. So this is the page. We can see virtual meetings are offered. If we click on virtual meetings, we can see that there are 3 meeting durations here, 15, 30, and 1 hour. There is a coffee meeting. This coffee is offered in 2 coffee places. And there is also golf that's offered in the golf course. And even the advisor will travel to meet the client. This will be done only on 2 days. And if we select this option, then the client will have to specify the meeting address. This can be the client's home, the client's office, or even a coffee shop or restaurant where the client wants to meet. Let's look at the setup for this page. So this is again done with the booking hub. This is the solopreneur advisor. You can see that here there's a bit of more complexity with the booking calendars. Here it's the first time that we're introducing a category. Virtual meeting is not a booking calendar, it's a category. And under the category of virtual meetings, we have 3 booking calendars, one for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour. So if we collapse the category, this is exactly the view that we saw on the client side. Exactly the view. The way it was designed is that the category was added. And you can see you can always add a category, and then you can nest booking calendars inside the category. You can also nest one category inside another category, so you can create multi-step structures. So that was the setup for the solopreneur advisor. Next, let's move to the productive advisor. So this is the most sophisticated advisor. It's also a very senior advisor. This advisor can be the owner of a firm or a senior advisor in a bigger firm. This advisor's time is very expensive, and they want to make sure they utilize it best. So they are very, very efficient and sophisticated with how they use meeting locations and meeting types. So let's see this page in action. So this is again is done with a booking hub. And here you can see that we have new clients, existing clients, and media inquiries. This is the user side. Let's go to the client side. So this is the client side. So you saw the same, we organize it in the booking hub, and it shows in the same way in the client side. So let's see what we have for new clients. There is a quick intro and a discovery call. So if we go back to the user side and we expand the category, we can see the quick intro and the discovery call. And the quick intro is offered via phone, only via phone. That's only a phone meeting. The advisor doesn't want to meet face-to-face for a quick intro. They don't even want to be able don't even want to be next to their computer. They'll just do it via phone. the guest needs to enter the phone number, and the host will call. So Anna will call. So that's the quick intro. Next is a discovery call. If the quick intro was successful, there is a discovery call. And that's the first time when the advisor meets the prospect. And here that is done in the office. So this meeting is in the office. That's where this meeting will take place. You can see also that there is a lot of availability for this meeting. This is a very important meeting. It's the meeting that will determine if the client, the prospect becomes a client. So that's this one. Next is the existing client. So if, again, we go to the user side, we can close the new client category. We looked at it. Let's look at the existing client. So existing client, this is a category. And it has the ad hoc meeting, the quarterly checkup, investment strategy, and annual review. All these are booking calendars. So we have 4 booking calendars here. Again, each one can have completely different settings. And if we go back to the client side, we can see this is the existing client category. And then we have the 4 meeting types, the ad hoc, quarterly, investment strategy, and the annual review. So if it's just an ad hoc meeting with an existing client, it can be done by any virtual means, video conferencing or phone. But if it's a meeting that is longer and more important, like an annual review, then this meeting is not offered every day also. It's probably offered when the advisor is in the office. So you can see that's where the advisor is in the office. And this is the booking form for that. You can see that there is an additional field here, add guest, because an annual review is a meeting where the client may want to add additional guests. For example, if it's a wife, she wants to add the husband or another family member. So here the client can add multiple guests, their name, their email, and the relationship, and they can add as many as they need. They can actually add up to 10 guests over here. So that was the existing clients category. So we are here. Let's close this. This is the user side again. And the last category is the media inquiries. The media inquiries, if we open it, it has 2 booking calendars, a press briefing and a media interview. So this is the media inquiries on the client side. So a press briefing is basically just on the phone, the host will call. We can see that. And the media interview, that's done via video conferencing. So going back to the user side, you can see how this was done. This is probably the most sophisticated setup because it uses multiple booking calendars and multiple categories. But these are the type of advisors that are sophisticated and they want to make sure that their time is managed to its fullest, and they are very particular about which meeting locations they use for which meeting types. And of course, the platforms provide them with the full flexibility to achieve that. Let's move to the last advisor persona, and this is the operationally efficient advisor. So this is an advisor that you would typically see that is outsourcing the back or a middle office. They share the rooms, they share the conference rooms, so they don't have a room for each advisors. The advisors, when they meet clients, they need to do it in a shared conference room. And they need to make sure that when a client books a meeting, there is no double booking, that the room is actually available. So the kind of booking that they are offering to the client is one that is conditioned on the availability of the conference room. Let's see how this is achieved and switch to the page. So this is the advisor, the operational advisor, and we can see that there's the virtual meeting, the phone meeting. We have seen these, but the in-person meeting here is done in the office. So that's the address for the office, and it's done in over 2 days only, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. During these days, the office, the conference room is not just for this advisor. It's not just for Michael Carter. It's for other advisors as well, and other people in the office may use it. So that's where we need to make sure that when the client sees 3:30 p.m. and confirms that time, selects it, we need to make sure that the conference room is indeed available and there is no double booking. Let's see how this is achieved. So I'm moving to the user side, and here in the setup, we have locations and rooms. So here we can see all the physical locations that are used in booking calendars. And what we can do is we can also connect to the organizational room directory. Both in Office 365 and in Google Workspace, there is a room directory that organizations use. We connect to that. I'm going to connect to it now. So you can see either connecting to Office 365 or Google Workspace. We are now connected to 365, so I'll connect to the room directory. So this is a connection that is specific to the Office 365 room directory. And you can see that Henry Host, which is the owner of the account, is connected. Let's search for the location. That's the location of the advisor. Yes, it's the Oak Brook. And let's click on Edit. So here we can see the address, and we can add rooms. We click on adding rooms, and here we can see all the rooms in the organization's directory. There are many rooms here. We can select just one room, but if the advisory firm has more than one room available, we can pool the rooms. So we can select, let's say, 3 rooms, and the meeting can happen in any one of these rooms. So the availability of the rooms is pulled together, and when we are looking to offer time to the advisors, the system will look at all the availability of the rooms together, and one of them will be booked. So this is very efficient in utilizing the space in the best possible way. So we save that, and that's it. When we add this location to the booking calendar, the customer will see only times when both the advisor is available and when a room, one of these 3 rooms, is available. Okay, so let's summarize. So we've seen that location is not just about logistics. We've seen that it can be used as a strategic lever. We've seen how the different types of persona use it in different ways to either improve client acquisition, like in the solopreneur case. We've seen how it's used to improve client retention. And we've also seen how it can be used to improve operational efficiency. So what is your meeting location strategy? Do you have one? Which persona do you align with? We looked at 5 personas. Is one of them closer to the way you operate? What meeting experiences do your client expect? And which tools can help streamline your scheduling? Beyond the scheduling platform like WhatsApp, you'll need to use video conferencing tools, and you'll need to connect to your organization's productivity suite. So we can help you answer all these questions and develop a successful meeting location strategy. You can book a free consultation at onestop.com/meeting-locations, or you can sign up for a free trial and just start playing with the system yourself. It's very easy. It's very usable and friendly. So you just sign up at onestop.com. And if you do have questions once you start playing with it, again, reach out to us, reach out to support. We'll be happy to help. And we will also send a follow-up email with the full webinar recording. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of the day.